Oh, everyone's a parent rep who's here. Joke's on you. Thanks for coming. You're all parent reps automatically.
Oh wait, we got Emmy coming. Emmy.
We can have up to 8 parent reps. And I only count, well,
You're
even
gonna
if we
make
do
people
Betsy
log off.
and Mike, even if we do Betsy and Mike, both as parent reps.
Wyatt and Walter,
3,
can they?
4, 5.
Ryan was in the background before. I saw that.
He's also a parent.
No.
Slot him in for that
Yeah.
volunteering position.
That's right. Why not?
It's all right. We can add more parent reps in during the year.
Anytime. We're flexible.
So just testing, is anybody getting weird feedback when it's not mic working? Can anybody hear me out there?
I
Yeah,
think
well,
yes.
I can hear.
Yeah. Because I'm in the same room, but I'm hopefully far enough away from that computer to not be getting feedback issues.
I'm not getting any feedback and I can hear you clearly.
All right.
All right. Well, let us start. Let us start and we'll welcome other people in as other people come. Are we recording, Kate?
I thought we were, yeah.
Oh,
Aren't
okay. Well, good.
I said it when I start. I think we've been recording a lot.
Oh, well, fabulous. I'm glad all this rambling has been included in the recording.
Maybe I'm not. Did it say you recorded
did
when
say it
it
started.
joined?
It said it started.
Okay. All right. Well,
Okay.
cool.
right.
Well, welcome everybody. This is the Family Connections meeting. Family Connections is an organization that really seeks to help the community of Marcy, the staff at Marcy, the families at Marcy, really to kind of help create and build a sense of community. We have a couple of important things that we want to share. Oh, look at that.
Here.
You're so fancy with your mouse. Kate, would you put in the chat the agenda so that
From over
folks
here?
can see what is, or if you're already, wait, you're screen sharing.
I'm screen
So they
sharing.
can see it. Okay, perfect. Then never mind. We don't have to put that in the chat.
There.
So I'm a little loopy tonight, folks.
Great.
So I want to start with everyone kind of welcoming and doing an introduction with your name, your pronouns, and how you're connected to Marcy if you're a parent or a caregiver or staff or how you're connected with Marcy. And then I wanted to bring everyone's attention to a couple of new things that we have going on. And with the website, we're going to have elections tonight. We have a motion and then hopefully we'll be done. We are going to be meeting at 8 o'clock to just, if you wanted to help plan the Indigenous people's event that we're hoping to get off the ground in November. We're going to find a time to meet. So this is just a time of like, hey, we're going to get together next week or in 2 weeks or whatever the case is. Okay, so with that, Kate, do you want to let's do the introductions in person first, and then we'll go to the folks online.
Love it. Hi, I'm Kate. She, her pronouns. I have 2 kids, Oliver and Milo, 1st grade and 4th grade. I'm the current treasurer.
Hello, I'm Abra Staffen Weeby, she, her, and my daughter Marcy. My daughter Marcy.
I want that.
That would be so awesome.
My daughter Marcy is currently in 3rd grade at Marcy, and I'm the secretary. So, yes, clearly the very organized one who's keeping all the words straight in her head right now.
Oh, hi, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm hiding behind Claire because anyway, I'm Trinity. I'm the principal. I'm a little tongue tied because I just did a whole lot of talking for the last hour. So I'm the principal. I also have 2 children that attend Marcy. Callan is in 5th grade and Solveig is in 3rd grade.
Maybe someone's coming.
Oh,
I
that's
think
Jess.
see-
I hear Jess's heels coming like her
You
shoe.
can hear the pitter patter
I know it's her.
of her cadence. I am Claire. I use she, her pronouns. I have a second grader, Harry, at Marcy, and 2 future Marcy Marlins. Just do you want to introduce yourself really quick?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Jess. I'm the assistant principal here at Marcy. Oh, hey.
All right, let us turn to the folks online. Mike, I'm gonna call on you first and then we can just popcorn around to the,
Can I call
Four people.
time out? Bye, everybody. Jess
Oh.
is here. I'm out.
okay.
Passing the baton.
Bye.
Hey everybody, I'm Mike. I'm one of the parent reps. I have a 3rd grader, Emmett, who's in Sarah Moffat's class.
Oh, and I'm Betty Dilks. We have different last names. I am Mike's wife, and I am also the mother of Emmett. And we also live in the Marcy neighborhood, so we have a double connection. And I'm popcorning to Emmy.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I use she, her pronouns, and my kiddo Leora is in 1st grade in Brannigan's class. Yes, is that Walter? She's mentioned your name, Walter. And my younger one is 4, so not yet at Marcy. And I'll popcorn over to you, Carrie.
Okay, I am Carrie. I use she, her pronouns. I have a 4th grader, Wyatt, who is in Chris's class, and a 1st grader, Walter, who's in Brannigan's class. And I will popcorn to Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura. I use she, her pronouns, and my son Leo is in 1st grade in Nicole's class. I'll popcorn to Suzanne.
Hi, I'm Suzanne. I have a kindergartner, Felix, in Berkeley's class, and Laszlo is in high 5. And then we also have a 4th grader in a different school. Abra, have you gotten a chance yet?
Abra is both online and in person. So like being in both worlds. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone. So I wanted to show a couple of things first to kind of help spread the news. So on the Marcy website, so if you go to like the school website, and then under the tab for families, there's a family connections page. Off of that page, we now have a family connections Google site, so we can update all this information. It's so amazing and wonderful. So
Are people seeing it right now? Am I sharing the right screen?
Betsy, can you, or Betty, can you see,
Are we seeing the Google site right now?
Yes.
or Carrie?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we are hoping to have this be kind of like hey, I have a question about something that's going on. Where can I find out about it? You can find out about it on this website. We usually post things on the Facebook page, but not everybody's on Facebook because Facebook can be very toxic. And who needs that in their life? So this website is a great kind of piece of information about upcoming fundraisers or upcoming events. Hopefully, I was just emailing with Aaliyah, who's our family community liaison, about adding like a volunteer tab to like when volunteers are needed, that people could give that, see that information. We have a link to our Target wish list. So staff who are like, I have no Kleenexes, I need Kleenexes. If you're ever like, hey, you know what, I'd really like to get something for the school, but I don't know what they need, you can go to the Target wish list and fulfill, you know, getting Kleenexes or paper or headphones or socks or underwear or, you know, whatever staff. Those things.
Joy really wants a new kitchen for kindergarten.
Well, see, so there we go. So there's lots of different things at lots of different price points. If you're wondering, are you doing the Target Circle $70 thing, something, I don't know, whatever. It's there as an option. And so I wanted to bring everyone's attention to a couple of things that are coming up. First, next week is MEA. We are doing a Stock the Lounge event. And so what that is we want to stock up the staff lounge so that when they have the long conferences on Tuesday and Wednesday, kind of between conferences or between connecting with families, they can head over to the teacher's lounge and, you know, grab something to eat or something to drink or whatever the case may be. So next Monday, we are going to be at both the like drop off and pickup times. So if you want to drop off some non-perishable snacks to be included in this, I will be there with a cart. Maybe other people will be there too who want to join with me. If your kiddos ride the bus, you can send something with them. We will be at out by the side by the buses too. And we will do that in the morning and afternoon on Monday, so that on Tuesday, Family Connections will supplement any additional food or drinks that are needed. Also some like refrigerated goods. And we will stock up the lounge so that our staff can feel the love and appreciation and have something in their belly during those long days. So if sending some food seems like, hey, you know what, that's not going to work for me in the next 5 days, we are also saying, hey, if your kiddos want to write a thank you note to their teacher, you know, hey, Rachel, I just love being in your second grade classroom. Love, Harry, right? Or something like that. That is also very welcome. And we will collect any notes or papers or crafts or any well wishes your students might want to pass along and share. We will also put those in the lounge as well. This information will be going home in the Friday folders tomorrow, so you don't have to remember it. It's also on the Facebook page, but it's also on the website. The other event that I wanted to just bring up real quickly before we get to the elections is, so Marcy is a polling place. And so November 8th, we are going to do a bake sale. It was like the only, well, we did a couple other fundraisers last year, but it was by far the biggest fundraiser because it allowed all of the community members to stop by and while they're voting and pick up some baked goods. And so if you want to either drop off some baked goods prior to the election, there's information about what needs to be included as far as like dietary allergy information, but also, or if baking is not your thing and you'd rather sit and help check out at the bake sale for a period of time on Tuesday, November 8th, very welcome to do that as well. Or you can be like me and do a Target drive-up order for some baked goods and have that be your baked good donation, and then sit at the table and chat with interesting people. And so we are looking for folks to do either or both of those in a couple of weeks at the election. Okay.
Claire, can I ask
Yes.
just a couple of questions about the food drop off for teachers?
Yes,
One,
please.
does non-perishable imply store-bought as opposed to homemade? Is there guidelines around that?
So when I was thinking non-perishable, what I am quite literally going to do is it's all going to go on a cart and it's going to go in Andrew's band classroom during the day. So anything I get in the morning, it's just going to go on a cart. So I meant non-perishable, like it doesn't need to be refrigerated.
Sure.
For
but
like 24 hours.
Fruit or
But
things
if
like
you
that.
want to
right?
make cookies or something like that, I think the staff would love homemade like baked goods.
Oh, the phrasing
Okay.
should be different for the flyer you send out then, because I thought the same thing, that meant packaged goods only, not anything that might eventually perish.
Okay, so pass that along to everybody, because I think that was already printed for tomorrow.
Yes, it was.
So, sorry for the confusion there. But yes, so anything that does not need to be in the refrigerator for like 24, 48 hours.
Okay. I also wondered about, if I think you already answered the question because you said that you're going to purchase things to supplement whatever that we get. But in the future, I wondered if people might be interested in saying like, I just don't have time to do that. Here's $5. You know what I mean? Like a repository of I'm happy to give a little bit of money towards that for a specific thing, or I don't know if that kind of conflicts with the general other fundraising that we do.
I don't think so. This is the first time we have ever done this event. And so we are learning little tips and tricks as to what might be a good way to do this in the future. So I will make notes of this, that in the future it's good to clarify that we mean non-refrigerated items. And that if you want to donate, and maybe next year we can have like a link included where they could just like, we don't have a Venmo set up that's turning out to be a little tricky, but we do have a PayPal, but so we could do something like that where people could just PayPal us and be like, here's $5. And then Family Connections can use that when we're getting the rest of the monies.
Great. Thank you for setting that up.
You should be able to transfer money. Oh no, that's from Venmo to PayPal.
I'm trying to get our Venmo set up. It goes off of PayPal. You have to be a verified charity on PayPal, and for some reason we're listed as a landscaping company on PayPal. I don't know.
Just like from the flower sale.
Well, it's really frustrating, and I keep changing it to charity, and it keeps reverting us back to the landscaping company, and I'm like, I don't understand what's happening right now.
We're figuring it out. We're just keeping it real here.
Yeah.
Wait, so for collecting payment, then we have a chip for sliding. Is that only connected to the PayPal?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A chip to collect cards.
Yeah, but not to like.
Yeah. So in your circles within Marcy, if you want to share, if you're like, hey, I'm dropping off cookies, or you can give $5 or whatever, that's great. And we will have better messaging next year because we have learned from this. So thank you. Any other questions about either the stock, the lounge, or the election day bake sale, or the Google site for Family Connections? Okay.
I think it's
Cool.
awesome that you all made a website, Kate or whoever. It looks
Yes,
really
it is
good.
Kate. It is 100% Kate. She should get all of the credit.
It's a Google site. Don't nobody get that excited. It was
No,
not
she
difficult
took
to make.
her time that she could be doing lots of other
Oh,
things.
so many other great things.
And donated it to the school to create the site so that
Oh, you
we
guys
and
are
future
funny.
families can benefit. So all hats off to Kate.
Happy to do it.
Okay, so every year we hold elections. There are a couple different positions with Family Connections. I am the chair, Kate is the treasurer, Abra is the secretary. These are all 2-year positions. We all came in last year in these positions. So we'll all hold it for 1 more year, unless of course Kate or Abra say, the heck with this, I don't want to, but you're here. So I'm taking that as, yes, I'll continue to do this for another year. We also have a vice chair or co-chair position. This would be someone who could attend all the meetings, or like realistically, where all families with kids and lives that get sick or other things happen, attend as many meetings as possible, and would help set the agenda and do planning, and act as the chair if there wasn't a chair. And then we also have parent reps. So a parent rep has a little bit, I don't want to say less responsibility, but maybe less feeling of pressure, if you would like. But we want to have at least 4 parent reps, but we can have up to 8. And there are people who are like, yeah, I can attend most meetings, and yeah, you know, when the call comes out to help with different things, I can help with some things. Nobody can do everything, of course, but if you want to become more involved, then a parent rep is a great thing. We do not have to fill all of the positions tonight. It would be great to fill at least some of the positions tonight. And so to that, I would like to put forth anyone who would like to be considered for either a co-chair or a parent rep. And we can always add to these throughout the year if, because I know there were some people who have been coming in but weren't able to come tonight. So if we don't fill it all, that's quite all right. So,
And some people on this call are already parent reps.
yeah, and if you would like to continue to be a parent rep, you should let us know that.
Emmy, Laura, Mike. That's who's on.
Yeah,
I'd like to continue being a parent rep.
Mike would like to continue being a parent rep. I love it.
I'm happy to continue.
Emmy would like to continue. Love it.
Yeah, me too. It's like I just want to make sure that there's room for new people coming in to have.
Well, there's room.
Okay.
Well, right now we have 3 parent reps, Laura. So,
Okay.
so very welcome to continue. I love it.
Great.
Suzanne or Carrie, would you like to be something?
Yeah, I'm interested as well.
Would you like to be a parent rep, Suzanne?
Yeah, that'd be great.
We would love to have you as a parent rep. What about you, Carrie?
Yes.
Carrie would like to be a parent rep. I love it. I feel like Oprah. You get a card. You get a card. You get to be a parent rep. All right. I would like to put forth the motion that Mike, Emmy, Laura, Suzanne, and Carrie are all parent reps for this year, and we can add to it as the year progresses.
Are we not carrying over the parent reps from last year then that aren't at this meeting?
I think we need to contact them.
Okay.
Because I don't think that we should assume that anybody
Isn't interested. Like,
well, I don't think we should assume either way.
okay, we'll email them.
Yes.
Okay.
How many others are there that are not at? the meeting tonight?
There's Taylor, Kevin, Sonia.
Yep. Taylor,
3.
Kevin, and Sonia.
Yeah, Sonia's got a lot on her plate.
She does have a lot.
Sonia
Is
is very busy. That might be a not right now kind of response, but I don't want to speak for them because that's not appropriate.
So Kate, are you going to be sending out the email to contact parent reps or?
I will.
Claire, you will?
I will contact Kevin and Taylor and Sonia.
One thing we talked about last year too, that I think we can figure out how to make an effort, just like site council is finding a group that's a little more representative of the student body than
Yep.
us folks here.
Thank you for noting that, Emmy.
I might send a couple emails to other people who have been interested too and see if I can volunteer them into a position.
Great.
Okay. Does someone want to second my motion?
I
that
second
all
your
these
motion.
people should be parents. Yay! Congratulations! Throwing confetti into the air.
I wish there's some, is there like a?
Is there like a
Zoom?
reaction?
No, I think I can just
Set
put like an emoji sadly.
Yeah. Well, we're not gonna actually glitter because that would be terrible for everybody who has to clean this up.
The glitter fairy did show up at the school today. Some down the stairwell. I have no idea where it came from, but
Ooh.
yeah.
I have a glitter story that I'll share once we're not recording because it's not exactly appropriate. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yay, that's fabulous. So there was an ask at the September meeting to plan a few more playground meetups this fall. Now, as I've heard, it is slushing, snowing out right now, so these might be a little bit chilly. But I was proposing an idea that we pick a day after school and do it right at Marcy. And so we do it from like 4 to 6 or something like that at Marcy. And then, so like an after school one. And then we also pick a weekend, so a Saturday or Sunday morning or afternoon at a site that's not Marcy. So over the summer, we did Powderhorn Park and North Commons Park, and both were fabulous. And so it could be one of those two. It wouldn't have to be, but just an opportunity for families who after school doesn't work into schedule, but you know, a Saturday morning or a Sunday afternoon or something would work into the schedule. And I think we also probably want to do it in the next couple of weeks because it is getting colder and the days are getting shorter.
But then when we have snow, we could do like a sledding meetup.
We could absolutely like in January or something, for sure. We could find a hill
That'd be
somewhere.
fun.
I think that's a great idea.
So are we going to provide refreshments at this thing? Have a parent sign up sheet to join us for more fabulous events, all that good stuff?
Yes. Heck to the yes to both snacks and a sign up sheet.
Do we have information about the geographic layout of families? I don't have a sense of really where our families draw from or what proportion in what areas.
All over the city. We have 16 buses, which is, it's been an interesting start to the school year with 16 buses. But yeah, we are demographically, because we're a magnet, we're pulling from all over the city. It would be really cool though to map it, to see, because maybe if we get into some other neighborhoods where, you know, we have a lot of families, but maybe they aren't able to get to a Marcy play date or one here, could be somewhere else. That would be really cool too.
But just like off the top of your head with knowledge, it's not like, oh, we have a huge portion who live in the such and such neighborhood or quadrant of the city.
No, we could probably dig and find that information, but
It might also be switching too. like
yes,
changing as
yeah.
families come and go.
It is very interesting. I mean, when we are supporting kids getting home, if they miss their bus, you know, looking up addresses, we've got families in Uptown, we've got families, you know, way up on the Brooklyn Center border. So really all over the place, but we can maybe
Maybe in the future, maybe when we're planning the sledding
Maybe
event.
could you just share a list of like zip codes for all the students and then
That's
we
a
could
good idea.
make a little Google map with like. how
That's a good
many-
idea.
I can make that happen if you could
Zip
share just
codes.
zip codes.
Yeah,
De-identified zip codes.
yes, yes.
Okay, so we will pick, how about we pick the date for the weekend one and then Kate and Jess with their amazing data skills will then be like, okay, we have a
The
very
center of
slight
mass, yeah.
advantage, yeah, to this area for a location.
That'd be cool.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out some dates unless anyone is like, hey, I'd really like to have the Marcy meet up on this day or that day.
I'm just gonna say, consider when after school classes are scheduled, because those run until 6.
And those I think are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right?
Yes, no
Mhm.
Thursdays this year,
So
which is
Thursday.
different.
So I wonder if we did Thursday, the 27th. Is 2 weeks too close? Or the 3rd? Thursday, the 3rd.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's no school on Friday, the 4th. So maybe we should do Thursday, the 3rd.
Yeah, that would be good.
The
Okay.
only thing is, sometimes on no school days, families will plan on leaving for the weekend.
They're not gonna leave, right, are they?
Probably not. Who knows?
Well,
Maybe they'll stay.
let's,
Maybe they will. There you go. And it's Culture Day, by the way.
there you go.
They-
Panic.
that is definitely why they'll want to be. Okay, so Thursday, November 3rd from 4 to 6. And then okay, so not that weekend because their families might be out of town. What about what about like the 12th, 13th of November?
One thing I do want to
Far?
throw out, and maybe Mike has more information on potential dates. When we were looking at having an event.
Yes.
around American Indian Awareness, so maybe we don't want too many things
In November?
all at the same time. It's the second week of November, but obviously like picking a date in November is a little bit, we've got some flexibility there as far as what works with whatever performers we can get, but
Yeah, so I talked to somebody at work who organizes a lot of the powwows for the Mille Lacs Band. And we've been talking back and forth, and I sort of passed on your dates between November 14th and 18th. And I said we'd really like to have like a solid price to consider, just so we know what we're really looking at. So I don't know anything yet. He only got back to me today.
okay.
Yeah, but he's got the dates, and from what he explained to me, they'd have like 3 to 4 drummers and singers, and then there's usually 4 different types of dances that are done. So they'd have like 4 dancers, and then they'd have somebody to explain what it is the kids are seeing. And I emphasized that to him, that,
Yeah.
It should be educational as much as it can be. And he said, yeah, absolutely. They get it. So
I love it.
really all we're kind of waiting for is like a real firm price.
Yes.
But I have no idea if we're talking about a couple $100 or a couple $1,000 or what. So yeah.
Okay, let's talk more about the powwow dancers because this sounds amazing. What about if we did something the weekend of October 29th, 30th? Is that too much with people who do Halloween things?
It might be, I don't know.
Yeah, October 29th or 30th.
Ooh, they're
I
usually
think
all-
that's
the
a little
weekend.
tight with Halloween type activities.
Yeah.
Well, what if we just do an after school?
Yeah, let's do one now and then plan for like a wintertime something.
We can do a sledding weekend.
Sledding or
Saying-
skating
Okay,
at Wyndham, they have free rental of a hodgepodge of skates, but they're still there.
love it. Love it. Okay, so we will do an after school Thursday, November 3rd from 4 to 6. We will talk a little bit more in just a few minutes about the powwow and planning for that. Awesome. And we will get information out about that so people know about snacks and transportation and signing up and learning more about Family Connections. Okay. Abra, minutes from September or anything else you would like to share?
My notes from that meeting have gone missing.
Oh,
So I was looking and I was like, I took notes. Where are they? They appear to have disappeared into the abyss.
they disappeared into the nether regions. Can we do an approval of the recording?
That sounds like an idea.
Because
We're gonna plan with the recording
we
is
did-
a recording.
Yeah. And those are,
We can approve
that's
the
what happened.
recording.
And if we find the minutes, we'll slap them up.
Yeah, I mean, I searched my Google Drive personally and the Marcy one and my computer and
That's fine. Google just ate them. Okay, groovy.
Can we note in the meeting minutes for this meeting that? the
yes, we can
minutes-
note that in lieu of minutes,
Okay.
in lieu of disappearing minutes,
Please see.
The
we
YouTube
approve the
recording
video.
will.
Yeah.
I move to approve the video as an active record of what happened,
I
a
second-
visual
I second
minutes.
Yes, wonderful. Visual and audio.
Yeah.
It's both. All right. And then Kate, you wanted to put forth a fabulous motion that you drafted up here.
I did want to put up forward a motion. So, some folks might be aware and some might not be aware that there for many, many years has been a kind of, I'm calling it a subcommittee. I don't know if that's the technical term for what it is. A separate group of folks that have worked on creating the labyrinth, which if you don't know what the labyrinth is, it's the like brick area outside of the cafeteria next to the playground that has kind of the, you know, labyrinthy design in the bricks. And they've operated using the parent council nonprofit status and have a separate checking account within the parent council bank account. And it's been, I don't know, 15 or so years that it's been around, and the labyrinth had to be taken out when the school building was expanded for the cafeteria and then put back in.
Like right in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So like 3 years ago.
So there was a lot of activity with it then about how to replace it, replace it in a way that was similar to the original design. But now that that has happened, and the labyrinth is back in place, it seems to me and to a bunch of folks that have had conversations about it that we don't necessarily need a labyrinth subcommittee any longer, since they're, as far as we know, they don't meet very regularly anyway. And there's no current parents or parent reps or current staff involved in that subcommittee. So the motion that I am making is to sunset the Path to Peace / it's called the Terry Labyrinth Subcommittee of Marcy Family Connections / Parent Council. I say Marcy Family Connections is grateful to all the parents and community members that have worked tirelessly over the years to make the labyrinth a reality, providing a peaceful and beautiful space for our school community. Seeing as the reinstallation of the labyrinth is complete following the expansion of the school building and relocation of the original labyrinth, we motion to sunset the labyrinth committee. The committee will be able to continue. The community will be able to continue to order customized bricks. So if you go walk around the labyrinth, there's like engraving. Some bricks are like engraved to like teachers that have retired or moved to a different school, or like community members can buy bricks for like loved ones, family, that kind of thing.
Or former students.
So we can continue to have that like order process and just run it through Family Connections. It's my understanding that no one has ordered a brick for several years, so it's not like a gigantic amount of work or anything. So we can continue to have the order for bricks be installed, and we will just absorb the responsibility for receiving and processing all future brick orders, as well as hold responsibility for any necessary future maintenance of the labyrinth site. The checking account currently dedicated to the labyrinth shall be closed, and current funds in the account, which are approximately $1,000, I think it's like 1,018 or something right now, will be rolled into the general parent council account and earmarked for labyrinth related costs, including upkeep and maintenance. So this is the same process that we did last year when we closed the MAP, the Marcy Arts Partnership Subcommittee of Parent Council. When we kind of sunsetted that committee, we rolled their bank account into the general parent council bank account, and then the funds that were remaining there were earmarked for arts related programming going forward. So I'm proposing that we do the same thing with the labyrinth bank account. And then I said, additionally, we propose to purchase a brick to be installed in the labyrinth dedicated to Jackie Decker Travis, who is the woman who's a former parent and former student of Marcy, who has really like undertaken the whole labyrinth process for the many past years, and really spearheaded the whole idea. So I think it would be great if we could honor her and her work with a brick in her name, because I don't believe there is currently a brick in the labyrinth for her.
Well, or perhaps specifically for this.
Right, exactly.
In her recognition.
Dedication to her work to make the labyrinth a reality.
Yes, and then we can, potentially use any funds that we get with these bricks can benefit the students. Can be a fundraiser for the school. That was also part of the confusion before, that if you bought a brick, you thought it was going to the school, but it wasn't, it was going to something else. So that will, I think, help streamline everything, as well as kind of have current staff and families involved, so we're not kind of saying, oh, this person 10 years ago did this and trying to find that information.
So that's my motion. I don't know if folks have questions about it.
I second the motion.
Yes, Suzanne, I love it.
Should we say all in favor?
All in favor? Aye. Yes, raise your hand, give a thumbs up. It appears to be unanimous that everybody has passed this. Let me just clarify, nobody is saying no to doing this, correct? No, I am not seeing any no's of anyone who says, no, we should not do that. Wonderful. All right. Thank you.
And then other treasurer stuff, just what Claire had mentioned previously about the bake sale fundraiser. If you want to sign up for that, that would be great. We made like $1,500 last year on that, so that's wonderful. The Target wish list, that's not a fundraiser for us, but is great for the school and for teachers. There's also Give to the Max Day coming up in November, which happens every year. I'm assuming most of you are familiar with other nonprofits or schools. We are registered on the Give to the Max Day site. So we will be able to participate in like their golden ticket giveaways. So we will promote that a bit as well. We have never made a ton of money off that, but I did notice just a couple of days ago, someone made a donation on the Give Min site to Parent Council. So Family Connections. I was excited about that.
Well, how fabulous. Thanks for supporting the Marcy community.
Yeah. And the other thing I did want to mention is that family, it says Marcy Parent Council, but it's Family Connections, is part of Amazon Smile. So if you do a lot of Amazon shopping and you don't currently designate a nonprofit to receive, I can't remember what the percentage is. It's like only a couple of percent, but it adds up.
It's a small percent.
Yeah.
But if
Goes to
you
your
do,
nonprofit.
you know,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime Days or
Yeah.
holiday shopping or birthday shopping.
Spread the word. If you,
Is that on the website?
I should put it on the website.
And
I noticed we just
also-
got a disbursement from Amazon Prime for like $26, and I was like, all right.
That's one of those like send out a quarterly reminder. to
Yeah,
people type of
totally.
deals.
I will
Well,
put it on
but
the
we
website.
can also put it on the website too.
Oh, yeah. The power band.
Yes. Yes.
And also just a reminder that we are on the calendar for Parkway Pizza in Northeast, the first Wednesday of every month.
But only the Northeast
Only the
location,
Northeast
right?
location. But you don't have to tell them anything. It's just all of the proceeds from that evening go to us, whether or not like you know that you're there for Marcy or not. A couple of families ate in the other night and there was a few people there, so I was excited. So hopefully we get a check of some amount at the end of the year.
Hopefully.
And I did sign us up for another Chipotle fundraiser.
That's in January.
Yeah.
There's also on the website, there is a, it's not a coffee brewery,
Oh,
a
yeah,
coffee
company.
a coffee
Roaster.
company, coffee roasting company, thank you. Where you can buy like whole coffee beans if you are a coffee drinker. And a portion of that goes to support Marcy as well.
Yeah, Velasquez family coffee. They are a Honduran coffee company. I ordered some the other day. They deliver them to your door if you live in Minneapolis or
Yep.
St. Paul. So
Wow.
yeah, it's great.
Or if you know you're thinking about gifts for people
Yeah.
in the future, you could be like, I got you coffee and it's supporting Marcy. Love those.
Should we do a like how your Christmas gift can also support
Marcy gift
Marcy
guide?
flyer, something
I love
including the Amazon Smile,
Coffee,
including the
yeah.
coffee thing. you
I
know,
love
or-
that. Love that.
Including a brick from the labyrinth.
Yeah,
I
I know.
mean, that's also a possible Christmas gift. I got you a brick.
Got you a break and a t-shirt from the store.
Yes.
But still, spreads the name.
You're showing your Marcy pride. Okay, flyers support Marcy during holidays.
Yeah.
Love it. We can definitely do that. Great idea.
And I know that last month, somebody mentioned Katrina's
The restaurant?
The restaurant does fundraising nights, and I reached out to them on Instagram and they replied once and were like, yeah, we can do that. And then they haven't responded back to my prompting, so I am on it. I just am trying to get them to respond.
Noodles and Company also does that.
Okay.
Yes, we did that last year. There was the option where you could take the picture too to get like $1. You
Yeah.
didn't even have to order anything.
Okay, I'll look into that. Another person suggested Punch Pizza. The Northeast Punch Pizza, just by Marcy here, is not doing their fundraisers yet, but will start in a few months, they said.
Okay.
So
We
can
could
reach back
also
out.
potentially look into other
Yeah,
punch pizzas.
for sure. Yeah.
Too.
It's just nice when it's close to the school, because then I'm thinking maybe like people get pizza on their way, but we can reach back.
But we're a citywide magnet. Let's like, let's
Yeah.
use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
All right. So Aaliyah, the family community liaison, was not able to make it this evening. We are working though, we're in communication to see about getting like a volunteer tab or something like that on the website as well. So that, you know, if you wanted to either do something in your kids' classroom or just like in general, kind of behind the scenes administrative work, which can always be helpful, but just something, you know, if you wanted to either do like a reoccurring volunteer thing or a one and done, we'll hopefully get that information put together soon.
Yes.
So, we have just a few more minutes. I had said that we were gonna meet at 8 to find a time to plan, so one of the things we mentioned at the last meeting in September was we want to put together a couple of different cultural events throughout the year that kind of coincide with the calendar for like, we were not quick enough for Hispanic Heritage Month, but we will be quick enough
Yes.
for Native American either Appreciation Week or sometime right around that week, sometime in November. Black History Month in February, American Pacific Islander is May. There's also Pride in June. There's lots of different kind of things to plan. And so we were going to meet to just come up with a time to kind of check in and see when we can kind of talk more about that, to plan both the November event, but also to kind of make plans moving forward too. Like, hey, do a couple people want to take the lead on this month or this event or whatever the case is. But the idea would be that we'd be working with the school to put an event that all families could attend, both kind of students as well as families coming into the school, so that we can connect and celebrate and support people. So it would be kind of a joint effort between the school and Family Connections. So I propose that meeting would happen over Zoom as opposed to in person. And I know Mike has been in communication with some fabulous powwow dancers. I am wondering if next week we could find a time, or is MEA conferences just way too busy? Is that less busy or more busy?
I would say, we would have more, like on Wednesday especially.
Have more flexibility
Yep.
and availability?
Yep. So that Wednesday would work great.
Wednesday is the 19th,
Yep.
October 19th. Would other people be available for a Zoom? And if you can't attend this first one, it doesn't mean you can never help or plan or participate in this. This is a year-long project.
Are we thinking in the evening?
Evening or during the school work day?
I am totally flexible with what works best for others.
So either. Do you have a preference, Mike?
What about like 3 in the afternoon?
I hear 3 in the afternoon. Do I hear anyone else who says 3 p.m. on Wednesday, October 19th would work well for a Zoom meeting to talk about planning events?
That'd be great. I like that 3 o'clock on Wednesday time too.
I'm working, but I can sometimes sneak in so I can try and do it.
Okay, I will also send an email to everyone afterwards to say, hey, here's kind of what we talked about. Here's our plan. This is kind of what we want to do. So if you're not able to attend, and I know there were a couple people who were interested in helping plan but aren't here tonight. So I will also tell them about the meeting and we'll just hopefully cast a wide enough net.
Quick comment.
Yes.
I'm a little bit at capacity right now for planning things, so hoping to join later, but I think
Yes.
it would be really cool to reach out to the Native families at Marcy to ask for input or ideas or things that they might want to share.
Yeah, I've been connecting with some of our families who have said that they do have some interest in sharing some pieces of their culture. And we also have, you know, the potential of working. We have so many great resources from our American Indian Ed department.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too. But yeah, some of the parents have expressed an interest. So they and those are things that we're working on too, like sporadically, like throughout the month, but it could be a good thing to plan that evening.
Would you be willing to, the families you've already talked with,
Mhm.
ask them if they'd be available to be
Yeah,
there on Wednesday, the 19th?
yes.
And if not, maybe we can exchange contact information.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll do that.
Or even just comments. Even
Yes,
some
yes, yes.
feedback
I'm sorry.
comments.
It's been a long day. Yes.
And the meeting's gonna be recorded, so they can watch it later and then offer comments if. Is the meeting going to be? recorded?
This meeting is recorded.
No,
Yeah.
but the upcoming meeting, the
Okay.
cultural.
Yeah,
meeting you're
we can,
scheduling.
yeah, absolutely. We can record it.
Cause then,
Yeah.
now is, you know, you can watch it and offer comments if you want to.
Yes, yes.
I just shared something. Is this your computer, Kate? That's connected. I shared a link with you. I could probably go into the meeting, but I shared a link with you of it's like a year-long look at some events.
Yep.
So maybe we can put that link. I'll share this, or I'll change the share settings so that everybody that has the link can look at it. But yeah, it's really helpful we worked on putting this together last year. So it helps us to kind of look forward and see where we want to put some focus on event planning throughout the year. And there's a lot of options here. So this is definitely like supposed to be all inclusive of what different things are happening at different times of the year. Oh, touch the screen.
I was like, what panel?
So, you know, if we're looking at these things and we're seeing some things that are really connecting with our families, our students that we want to.
And so along the bottom, you have each month
Yep.
tab
Oh.
around. So it's not like Filipino American History Month is all year. It's all of October.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, so I think that's definitely something we can talk about next week too.
Yeah.
Cause I'd love to kind of be planning forward a little bit too,
Yep.
with maybe a couple people being like, hey, I have the capacity to plan something in February
Absolutely.
or April or January, or I don't know.
Mhm.
Some month that's not this month. All right, I love it. And it is 7:58. Does anybody else want to share anything or say anything? Or
I have
whatever.
one more quick question. I wondered,
Yes.
is there a voluntary family directory? Is that a thing that exists? that I
So-
don't know about?
Yeah, that, we should also put that.
Yeah,
on
we should
the-
put that on the website.
So
too.
we have an opt-in option with the directory. But there hasn't been much,
Uptake.
Participation.
yeah, participation or people sharing their information or whatever the case may be. But we can add that to the website so that people can do that. Because once you put in your information, then you can see other people's information. And we should probably send a reminder too to everyone.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you've put in information in like last year or the year before,
And you
you
should
know,
update it.
to update it as your kiddos, grow and change grades in classrooms. So, thank you for reminding us of that. Oh, bye, Amy.
Okay. Yeah, I will, that's a good reminder to put that on the site and then also update the other. If
The
there's been
Amazon
any,
Smile.
and yeah, and if there's been any, I don't know if there's been many like responses lately.
Yeah.
Well, for what it's worth, I didn't know it existed. So it may be partly that too, is just people not knowing.
Totally.
Yeah. I agree.
This is my very low tech way of saying I entered that one. So there's been 3. But it's been, no, 2. And over the April and May timeframe, so I'll put those 2 in.
And I'm gonna email Trinity right now too, just in the next video.
Okay.
that
Let people
we
know
sent
about it.
out, that, yeah, like go to the website, check out the new Family Connections website. These are a few of the things that you can find there.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome
And
to
we
include
keep
that.
an actual Family Connections newsletter that sends out email reminders and whatnot. So we should put a sign up for that on the website as well. We have a contact form, but it doesn't say, or do you consider that not to be newsletter?
The contact form that I put on the website.
No, but I'm just saying, do you want people to be able to sign up to get communications directly from?
I don't know that we send an
We
email.
haven't ever. The contact form was just like, hey, do you have a thought or something? And then if someone had submitted that, then we could respond
I'm
back.
thinking about things like the summer play dates when we couldn't really coordinate with people and
We had
also
the teachers
volunteer
send that.
calls. It'd be more effective way to reach
Yeah,
people who are more interested or
Yeah.
invested.
Yeah. I think if people want to opt in and get that information,
all the hot gossip from Family Connections.
the happenings.
I mean,
Yeah.
Do you want to do that as secretary?
well, there
To
is
do like
that does seem to fit, doesn't it?
actually like the week following our meeting, get a little toodaloo or the week before.
Perhaps, I mean, depending on how many people sign up and how much
Yeah,
interest there is for it, for sure. I mean,
So maybe we could put a
Yeah.
feeler out there on the website and see if
send
there's
myself
interest.
12,000 emails about things to put on the website.
because it would be useful to be able to directly contact people who are more motivated to maybe volunteer or,
Yeah,
you know.
or have
participate in
volunteered in the
things.
past and
Mhm.
want to do that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Love these ideas.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thank
Anything-
you.
Wait, or Mike or Betty? No? Okay, let's be done.
Okay.
Let's go watch Thursday night football.
No.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.